Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So, LeBron went on Pat McAfee about a week ago or so, and he had the issue with Stephen A and all the drama. And during this interview, he was also talking about, his time in Cleveland in 2007. And this man started throwing all his ex-teammates under the bus. This man threw all his former teammates under the bus, basically saying they're garbage. He don't know how they made it to the finals. Was just talking mad trash. And this is LeBron in a nutshell. Like I said, the guy is a douchebag. He's a narcissistic douchebag. Why would you feel the need to throw all your teammates under the bus? What did they do to you? And the last time I checked, you can't win without a team. So the fact you're trying to throw these dudes under the bus, saying they weren't good and you can't believe you made it to the finals, or him saying they had no business in the finals, like that is disrespectful, man. And this is what I'm saying. This man has no humbleness, no humility at all, zero. And this is the reason why a lot of us can't stand LeBron, because the man is not humble by any means. Why would you feel a need to throw your teammates under the bus? Whatever the situation is or was, who cares? But this is LeBron deflecting. Him saying they weren't good enough. Or you mean you wasn't good enough? If you want to say you wasn't good enough, cool, say that. But why would you say your teammates, they weren't good enough? You are basically undermining your teammates. Kobe would never do that. MJ would never do that. At least not publicly. But this is LeBron in a nutshell. This man is known for throwing his teammates under the bus. He's known for throwing his teammates under the bus. This is what he does. And I'm not going to front. LeBron going to the finals in 2007, that was a great feat. That was a great accomplishment. I'm not going to front on that. Even though he was in the weak East, the East was very weak at the time. But regardless, it was a great accomplishment. He did that. Can't argue that. He did that. He went to the finals. The man had to go through Detroit, and it was an upset. He beat Detroit with Rasheed Wallace, Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Tayshaun Prince. And at that time, Detroit, they were known for defense, like locking you up, keeping the games low scoring games. And he made the upset and made it to the finals. And I give him that. I'll give him his respect for that. But you can't say your teammates had no business being there, because without your teammates, you wouldn't make it to the finals. I don't care how you feel or what you want to say. Without a team, you're not making it to the finals. So you trying to shit on your teammates, talk down on them, undermine your teammates. That's disgusting, man. Who does that? LeBron. LeBron do stuff like this. They had no business being in the finals because I did it all by myself. I did it all by myself. The same way you went to the finals in Miami, you went up against Dallas and you got your butt kicked. And you was the weakest link. Dwayne Wade showed up. Chris Bosh showed up. You was the weakest link. So since you want to shit on your teammates, we could talk about that. But I guess that don't count, huh? We'll sweep that under the rug, huh? So this is what LeBron had to say. I've always loved the players that breathe so much confidence into his teammates that makes them believe that they're actually better than what the F they really are. I've been able to do that with a few of my teams. I mean, I don't go to the NBA Finals in 2006 with that team if I'm not able to make them believe that they are greater than what they were. And that's a great thing. When you are a great player, you can make the players around you better. You should make the players around you better. That's a fact. But you don't need to talk about it, or you trying to undermine these dudes and talk down on them. Why? Is that necessary? Because you're trying to make yourself look better? You're trying to big yourself up? You want to pat yourself on the back? And this is the lame BS LeBron does. Nobody else does this. He's the only one. I need to pat myself on the back. I'm going to shit on my former teammates so I could feel good about myself. And this is his insecurities shining through. The most insecure great player. This man is so insecure in himself and his abilities. It's crazy. This is his insecurity shining through. I need to talk about my former teammates. Said they were all plumbers and garbage. And I had to make them feel like they could win for them to get to the NBA Finals. They weren't good. They couldn't play. They were G League players like Bronny. They were all worse than Bronny, basically. And I made them believe they are actual NBA players. This is unnecessary, man. Unnecessary. LeBron, as usual, trying to make himself feel better. When you talk about somebody who has a lot of skeletons in his closet, he's insecure in his own abilities, so he always finds some way to try to highlight the things he did or make himself feel better. Like, this is lame. This man is acting like he's the only great player who have done that, made the players around him better, and made them feel like they could win. You're not the only great player who have done that. No other player is running their mouth about that, or they want a cookie. Who cares? You are not the only one who have done that. That's been going on since the beginning of time. Players making their teammates better. Players instilling confidence in their teammates. This is not new. Players making their teammates feel like, we could win. This is not new. This is what you do. But trying to make it seem like these dudes, they were bums, plumbers, and basically talking down on them, that's crazy. But you gotta be humble, man. You gotta be humble. Of course, you should believe in yourself and your abilities, but throwing your teammates under the bus, that ain't it. I'm sorry. That's not it. That's lame. That makes you look like a piece of ish. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. And this is LeBron once again, highlighting this because he's trying to big himself up. The man is trying to big himself up. The man acts like he had no help. Larry Hughes, he was a good player. He was a solid player. He was a pretty good player. Ilgauskas, he was a good player. He was a solid center. I'm not saying Cleveland had the best team, obviously, but they weren't plumbers the way LeBron made it seem. Drew Gooden, he was a good player. So you had multiple players averaging double digits. Ilgauskas, Hughes, Gooden, they all averaged double digits. So the fact LeBron is making it seem like it was just him by himself, no matter what you want to say, or I made him believe, whatever you want to say. If these dudes weren't talented, they couldn't play, you wouldn't be in the finals. No matter how you want to slice it. I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter if you're MJ, LeBron, Kobe, whoever. If your teammates are not capable, you're not going to make it to an NBA Finals. So you can't sit here and say, these dudes were a plumber, they were bums, I made them feel like they could actually play. Like, come on, dude, what are we doing? But this is LeBron in a nutshell. The guy's a douchebag. I keep saying it. He's a douchebag. Obviously, he ran into the San Antonio Spurs with Tim Duncan, Ginobili in that team, and he lost. But the East was weak at the time. The East wasn't strong. He was in the East, a weak conference. And him being the best player in the East with a decent team, they weren't that bad as he tried to make him seem. Like they were just bums and plumbers. They weren't that horrible to the point where it's like, how did we make the finals? That is very disrespectful. But what more can I say? This is LeBron being LeBron and doing what LeBron does, man. This is LeBron doing his normal, his usual BS. But as always, I holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.